Hey guys, I am John Carrick, and it seems I have finally figured out this little ruler arrangement that was right in front of me all this time, and I finally have gotten it right. I just needed to think about it a little bit more clearly and make it happen. So today we're looking at May number 4 by Dark Horse Comics, written and drawn by Gene Ha. I went to look this up and got on a tangent of just looking at Dark Horse comic book series and didn't look this up at all, so failure there. We're looking at the card Seven of Pentacles, Arachne by the Fantasy World Tarot. It wasn't a complete failure. I did get an hour of looking at new comic book titles, and I do need something new for this channel. We are doing Danger Girl the day after tomorrow, so tomorrow I'll pull those out and show them off. So this is on the other side of the wall, the other side of the stone, through the looking glass. I saw the name of the city yesterday, but there's a new one today. This is May and Abby walking up behind these travelers who are at the tail end of a caravan, a romantic couple, and they are going to karate chop them. I don't know if you guys can tell what's going on, but they're very quietly sneaking up on them. See, far away, closer, closer, closer. Kabam! It's nowhere near as easy to subdue people in real life as it is on television or in comic books. It's actually quite difficult to subdue someone and knock them out. It takes a bit of practice. A bit. But, like everything else in life, you can practice and get good at it. So here you see they've taken their clothes and they're talking about how much they stink and these people needed a shower. And now, as they approach the castle, this guy, who's a commander of some sort, recognizes Abby's very unique hairstyle and takes note of it. I'm just going to leave the art up for a second. Again, these more traditional panel borders is much more to my personal prejudice than the hyperkinetic style of Image Comics, which we saw in Rocket Girl, with this very the numerous asymmetrical panels and inset panels. Here we have a big one page. I love that. I love this. This is a comic, and this is very cartoony too. There's the girl again, sneaking past the guy with the goatee. The girl with the Joan of Arc haircut. Nobody else has that in this city. I think in the end we're going to find out that their father is well known in this world. He's not just been kidnapped. That's what the telescopic sort of modern writing technique would tell you to do, where everything folds back on itself like a Mobius strip or a Klein bottle, where everything is predestined and could happen no other way. I think that takes all the sort of Neo 13th Warrior. If you're fated to do something, it takes you out of it. And I don't write that way for my characters. I know it's going to happen, but I don't know how it's going to happen. I have some idea of what's going to happen. I have no idea what the personal consequences for each and every character will be. And they will be life-changing. She gets caught and separated from her sister and directed to the labs, while Annie/Abby is sent to help the waitstaff deliver hors d'oeuvres to the guests. And this guy is watching her. I really feel bad flipping the pages. I just want to leave this up. Also, there's something going on with these giant Galactus pods. These are the Dukes. Looks like one of the heads is missing. Like a revolver, you leave an empty chamber so you don't blow a hole in your leg. Who would these be anyhow? Stalin, Trotsky, Lenin. I don't know. 5 communists or 5 monarchists. That girl's beautiful. She is one of the heiresses, one of the princesses, and she's talking down to Abby. This is a puppet show. This is an animatronic. Supposedly their enemy, and he slices its head off and then destroys its body. I'm going to leave this up for a second again. I say he, but there's 5 of them attached to this one robot. Abby is asking questions about where her father might have been taken and when the group from Earth have returned. This green-skinned woman is questioning who she is and what she's doing there. This is a butler, which is really kind of clever. If you've ever seen the hound, like the Basset Hound butler statues from England, it's really rather clever. This is May up in the lab with the Queen's son, and they're all being told that he needs to report to the main banquet hall. He's like, I got to get this done first. So May is befriending the prince of this kingdom. The contour lines are a bit thick, and I don't see any cross-hatching in this book either. It has a cartoon tone, but not a cartoon style. It's a very realistic style. It's this a little cartoony here, but this is very, this is WB Justice League style. She spills a glass of water onto a dehydrated soldier and makes his foot. They argue about it, but they don't show it. See how his foot's sticking out? She rehydrates his foot. Here they show it. It's not colored very well. And she's confused about that. And he's like, why would you be confused about it? Of course, water is going to rehydrate a dehydrated soldier's foot. Now we have to rehydrate the whole soldier and then dehydrate him again. Which is kind of funny, but, it's only funny. Here is that Galactus pod I was talking about downstairs. It has reacted to her telephone for some reason. He wants to know who she is. This is some kind of AI that is interacting with May's phone. Abby has been confronted by this guard who recognizes her as Annie, Queen of the Monokuni. What does that say? I can't read it from here. Miko Rooney. I'm pretty far back behind the camera, so. Minokune. You're Annie, Queen of the Minokune. Sounds very Japanese. So she has been caught out, and we don't find out exactly what that means just yet. Oh yeah, we do. Get her! So she uses her tray as a weapon and a shield. There is a 6th issue too that I have to order. Just sort of like an epilogue to these 5, I hope. I was kind of hoping there's more. Like I said, I did see that there was a 6th one, but I didn't get to the whole backstory of this, and I will talk about it tomorrow because I want to know. Here, Abby/Annie quotes Ash from Army of Darkness. Here's the rehydrated foot, and she's talking about her boomstick, and well, so yeah. Here's my thing about comics. I think in comics you should never put in the dialogue quotes from modern songs. You should, I saw once, I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't remember what it was, but it's Teenagers from Mars was playing. I think it was Strangers in Paradise or something like that. And Teenagers from Mars was playing the Misfits song, which is, whatever. I count that as dialogue. I think that if you're going to do inserts like that, they should be in the background images. There was a couple in Rocket Girl. There was a Pac-Man game, right, where I said that there was no named arcade games. Miss Pac-Man was named. And that's the kind of stuff you should do. Those are the kind of inserts. Those are the clever inserts in a comic book. Whereas in a song, you do samples, right? So, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. In the back here, colors by Wesley Hartman. Letterists get a bad rap. I didn't read the letterist's name, and I actually kind of like the letters in this one. They're a bit big. Xander Cannon did the letters. That's really nice. All right, let's do the next bit. Hey guys, so we were looking at May number 4 of 6 actually. I only have 5. The 6th one is like an addendum. And it's good. I like it. It reminds me of Fiendish a lot. This is the same kind of style. As I have Fiendish 2.5, which actually is not Reenies at all, so I have to get the other ones. Anyhow, this is not bad, and it is brought to you by my novels today, Legacy of a Mad Scientist and The Legend of Ashley Fox, available on Amazon, Smashwords, or right here on YouTube as audiobooks until I finish the 3rd one. I didn't write anything last night. I've just been drawing. Today, I went to the VA to see if they could help me with my eye. Not until Tuesday. I have to go see the business office because I've never been there before, so they can't really just do anything at the drop of a hat. So that makes sense. Apparently Saturday is the day the eye doctor is in, though. Today is the, what is this? 8 of clubs. This is an interesting one. So you're a baron in this, but it's spelled B-A-R-R-O-N-E. You're not really a baron. You're not in charge of anything. But in this card, you are a tyrant, and you are trying to decide whether or not to have someone executed. And the question is, after the collapse, Are you merciful or absolute? And it depends. It's circumstantial. Every case is different. Every case is different. Like, there's a difference between the letter of the law and equity. That's one of the things Alan Watts talks about a lot. And you have to take into account the people involved and the circumstances and their behavior in the moment. So all of those things matter. And yeah, if it's, yeah. And you have to remember that you're going to have people watching and judging everything you do. So you need to do it in public. Those sort of decisions shouldn't be made in secret unless they're the sort that you want to make outside of the public eye, which is different than making... The decision can be, well, every case is circumstantial. After the collapse, every case is circumstantial. It's the only thing I can say about it. So you'd have to know, is it a child? Is it an adult? Is it a woman? Is it a group of people that you're judging? Is it one sort of angry person who's committed the same crime over and over and over again? The cops are always telling battered women, if you don't leave this guy, he will kill you. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Anyhow, today's episode is brought to you by Legacy of the Mad Ashley Fox Ninja Babysitter. Issue number 6, Last Valkyrie, where Ashley meets Valeria while she's freeing a group of kids who are being pizza-gated and child trafficked and all that sort of shit. With art by Jason Harold Arcilla of LuchadoProductions.com. It's really good. It's out here in the description. There's a whole bunch of other stuff out there too. And today's card is Arachne, the Spider Woman. There is some kind of stuff to talk about, but I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but yesterday I had to cut out a bit where I was still talking like Joe Biden was still president. And I meant to say when Joe Biden was president, but I hadn't said that. It's weird doing these, and really, no one's watching them anyhow, so I shouldn't be worried about it. But I am trying to develop this. I do have a goal, having these out is really good. This is the most rewarding thing in the world for me. It matters a lot. So, working on the comics I'm working on right now, drawing, focusing on compressing comedy into single panel or 3-panel bits is a little strange thing to be doing at my age, but that's really advertising. That's what an advertising campaign that's funny is better than an advertising campaign that's flat. If Warhammer did humorous ad campaigns, but it was still Warhammer, would that be false advertising? I don't think so. Judge Dredd could get away with it too. I want to see if I can do that. That's a good challenge. All right, so talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.